It took s1mple a while to find himself.
Sometimes I'm writing shit fast with my bad English and people don't understand this. So I just want a fucking peace in the fucking world. That's all I want. That's all I want.
But after the uncertainty and disappointment of his earlier years, on Na'Vi, it was s1mple's time to show the world what he was truly capable of.
Just perfecto and s1mple. He needs a multi-kill, first found, Twist aggressing. They have to double peek, he's getting his shot, he's hitting another one! s1mple! No! s1mple, that's unbelievable! What in his name, #1 in the game, he's done it again!
2020 looked like it was going to be the year s1mple finally won his long-deserved major. The year he would indisputably prove who was the true GOAT of Counter-Strike.
With this roster, you have brighter future.
Okay.
I mean, we don't know what's gonna happen, but still, with this roster, with this individual skill, we can beat any team.
But it wasn't meant to be. There was no major in 2020 as the world was engulfed in a global pandemic, and the few esports events that did happen took place online. From the outside looking in, it seemed as if s1mple's one chance had passed him by. Like he was cursed to never win the big trophy. But s1mple wasn't ready to give up.
Would you really quit CS to play Valorant? Listen, if I was Astralis that won 4 majors, I would probably think about this, you know. But since I have 0 major, I'll keep grinding.
This year has been s1mple's best year yet. Going into PGL Stockholm, he had it all. The drive, the talent, and the team. But the real question was, would he finally have his major?
Ooh, s1mple with the up, got the first one more close up. Oh, of course he has that as well, and at a third. That is spectacular. He's at the major and he's not wasting any time.
1v1 on s1mple.
He's got it.
s1mple can just hop on the bomb and stick that defuse. Crims is
Easy.
2. Heads up!
Gonna find the no-scope onto Dexter. The no-scope headshot now in the 1 versus 1. Can he get this one?
Now s1mple on Natus. Yeah. Oh, you always get no s1mple.
That's the face of a man who's wondering who doubted he's the best player in the world.
Fans have argued about whether or not Alexander s1mple Kastilyev is CSGO's greatest player for years. It has long been one of the game's most prominent conversation starters.
For anyone ever in the history of Counter-Strike that wants to try and challenge s1mple for the best player of all time, I can't even imagine the kind of work they'd have to put in. What an outrageous player.
s1mple on an individually skilled level is obviously like by far the best, but at some point when you have a conversation around the greatest player, I think you do need to include, you know, the team accolades in there.
It might seem weird to people who come from other esports that our GOAT in CSGO is, you know, a guy who's never won the major. Especially when the other players people tend to throw around have. And that's kind of what makes s1mple simple. The fact that you have this guy who, like, achieved the status of the so-called, you know, God King of CSGO without ever actually winning the major.
During his time on Hellraisers, Flipside Tactics, Team Liquid, and of course Na'Vi, the Ukrainian phenom has been a shining example of what it means to have a truly infinite skill ceiling.
Right now, we need to take a look at a very, very pivotal, very crucial moment right here in the timeline of the event. s1mple with an offline record today, scoring his 4th ace in a single event. That is a record, and he keeps on delivering.
The only thing missing that would make s1mple's GOAT status official was a major.
There's a lot of players that couldn't win major before, you know. It's maybe too early. I always think that if I didn't win some, then I need to work on myself and to find more my mistakes. Maybe it's not inside game, maybe it's outside, or maybe it's my communication, or maybe when I'm tilted sometimes, you know. So I'm always trying to fix myself.
People have floated many possible reasons for why the trophy eluded s1mple, despite his beastly stats and incredible in-game performances.
Despite the fact that s1mple knows he's the best, and everyone knows he's the best, and he can safely call himself the best, there's still that one knock against him. There's still that one knock against him, that there are lesser players on lineups from years ago that won a major that have that one up on, you know, the God Emperor of CSGO, right?
Back in the day, the consensus was that it was probably his attitude that was the issue.
What are you doing, you f***ing idiots? Let's go together and win, or I gonna leave.
s1mple was passionate about CSGO, and sometimes that passion flared so hot it burned the people around him, including a few of his teammates.
When he first moved here, I mean, I knew what to expect. I knew him and Adren wouldn't get along very well. I knew it would probably be like a ticking time bomb, and only a matter of time until it exploded, where s1mple made it either him or Adren. And obviously, as we can see now, that was what it was.
With Team Liquid, s1mple was in the running for a major win twice: MLG Columbus and ESL1 Cologne. Unfortunately, both events were a disappointment for the team and for s1mple himself.
I feel like it's first chance to be with team and qualify for $1 million major. And when we start losing, because maybe of me, because I didn't hit my shots, I feel so sad.
Plagued with homesickness and feeling increasingly frustrated with the direction his career was taking, s1mple decided to return to Ukraine and take up the black and yellow on Natus Vincere.
I want to win every tournament in the world. I want to help create a new era of Natus Vincere.
Since joining Na'Vi in 2016, s1mple has teamed with some of the greatest names in the game: IGL extraordinaire Zeus, OP legend Guardian, and 1.6 veteran Edward. He formed powerful in-game duos with Na'Vi's other longtime mainstays, Electronic and Flamey. s1mple also had a chance to play with a few untested players: energetic IGL Boomage, the enigmatic Perfecto, and most recently, Na'Vi junior up-and-comer Bit, all of whom proved that more experience didn't automatically trump the need to prove oneself. But even so, it seemed like the stars never lined up right for s1mple and his major to finally come together. And never was this more apparent than in 2020, when a pandemic effectively canceled esports. s1mple had endured years of haters and doubters, stiff competition from young players like the French prodigy Zaiwu, not to mention the excruciating back pain from carrying some of Na'Vi's more ineffectual rosters year after year.
Everyone's laughing, everyone's smiling, having a great time.
s1mple doesn't look like he's having a great time.
And just when it looked like, at long last, s1mple was poised to win CSGO's biggest prize, there wasn't even a major for him to play in.
He just put on a clinic in Katowice. They win that tournament. It's huge. It's supposed to be the start of the Na'Vi era. They ask him on stage, like, is this the start of the Na'Vi era? He says, yes. The casters think, like, this is going to be it. We are going to be living in Na'Vi-dominated Counter-Strike. And then, thum, COVID hits.
Online era Na'Vi took a bit of time to find their footing, but not having LANs certainly didn't stop s1mple from being amazing.
Yeah, this is like one of s1mple's favorite teams to play against. I think he loves the chaos. I think,
no.
Don't knife him. Don't do it, s1mple. Oh my God, Vinny is gone. Na'Vi 1 away from the 2-0 victory, 1 kill away. And of course, it's s1mple to deliver it. One hell of a game.
We're gonna find the no-scope onto Dexter. The no-scope headshot now in a 1 versus 1. Can he get this one? s1mple with the 2 no-scope clutch.
Next up with a headshot, Nico to follow, and this is looking so crisp right now. They had the call, that Molotov from Nexa is everything they needed. s1mple though, no what? He's turned around, he's got 3 kills in the space of a second. And now it's a 1-on-1. He's gonna go for the bomb plant. He's inside of the smoke, and Amanek, he's got the pistol out, he knows. But s1mple's escaped out through the smoke. Not dead yet. Comes back for a little bit more. This can't happen. He's on the bomb. He's going for the full defuse. Ice cold from Evidence. Oh, no! He takes him down anyway, the Undertaker!
Even though most of the tournaments that year, as well as a chunk of 2021, were held online, Na'Vi managed to slowly but surely collect even more silverware to add to their trophy cabinet.
s1mple, both posted up, fires off a warning shot, and s1mple as well does one better. And they're just walking in. Oh my goodness! He
one more for the ace, Alex. That record-breaking ace.
And here it comes, a record breaker from s1mple. He takes all 5. And that was the fight they were waiting for. Electronic flash off the door for the repeat. s1mple's got more. A massacre with the AK spray. Lovely to observe.
But now, as it's the 1v1 on s1mple,
he's got it.
s1mple can just hop on the bomb and stick that defuse. Crims is
easy.
2. What? Heads up! Lands the no-scope. and still wins the round. s1mple does it with flair. They've been given a lot of room. Now s1mple on ladders. Yeah. Oh, you always get s1mple double up on the ladder.
Na'Vi completed the Intel Grand Slam in 756 days, the third team to ever do so, and collect the $1 million prize that went along with the title. And while a year and a half might seem like a long time, considering the state of the world for a big chunk of it, Na'Vi's accomplishment was nothing to scoff at.
Hi haters, I'm here again. This is it. This is it. Cameras, lights, everything. Yeah, just know your place, haters. I'm just kidding.
By all accounts, s1mple was having an absolutely insane year, and fast approaching was the only remaining hurdle on his way to officially becoming the uncontested king of CSGO, the PGL Stockholm Major.
They had everything. They won the slam, they had the best rifler, the best opper, the best, like they had the best IGL, the best coach, like they had everything was gelling. This was it. And if they don't win this one, you enter no excuses territory, where it's just like, what the hell do you need to win a major now? And I do think that was a conversation going into Stockholm. The pressure was definitely on for s1mple in a way that I don't think it was ever on before.
Heading into PGL, Na'Vi qualified directly for the new Legends stage, since their regional major rankings put them in first place in the CIS, alongside online-era superstars Gambit Esports. At this point, s1mple had 16 MVP medals and multiple in-game records to his name, had attended 7 different majors with 3 different teams, and been on the losing end of 2 major grand finals. After the year Na'Vi had, if they couldn't win in Stockholm, it didn't seem like it would happen at all, and s1mple felt the weight of the world on his shoulders.
I heard it from a lot of guys that Na'Vi should win, and I just tried to imagine how we losing, you know, and it was so terrible that I wanted to win more, you know.
But this is s1mple, the god of CSGO that we're talking about. It turned out he wouldn't have to worry about losing at all.
And that's why they're here, that's why they win.
Good shot from s1mple. A follow-up shot through the corner of the doorway. This is brutal.
Yeah, Bit's now got the angle. Axel's never going to expect this. Bit with the second shot connects, and s1mple in the meantime finds another headshot. Ooh, and another one! Where does this guy do it? Shiro now the last one alive here for Gambit, hoping to be the hero.
Oh my God!
That is disgusting!
Yeah, that's the face of a man who's wondering who doubted he's the best player in the world. Holding on at the moment to the bomb site. Finds an awkward timing, but Perfecto is spot on. And s1mple has yet to even be put into play, and it's all over. 16-3.
After plowing through every opponent and dispatching one of their most anticipated matchups, Gambit, in what could only be called a veritable stomp, Na'Vi were about to face G2 Esports in the grand finals. And as fate would have it, G2's lineup had a long-deprived major contender of their own, Bosnian CSGO legend Nikola "Nico" Kovac. Nico and s1mple, who'd been friends for a long time, wished each other the best. But at the end of the day, only one of them could be a major winner. Only one could reign supreme. And since neither wanted to jinx their chances, they both played it cool.
It's the major in the end, like, it's the most important event of the whole CS time, you know. We never had bigger prize pool, we didn't have major for 2 years. The pressure is there, but we are just here to fight.
You can always lose, you know. So when you lose this confidence, or you start to think that they're better, you start losing. So we're just trying to upgrade our game from game to game and just trying to learn our opponents.
A grand final win at PGL Stockholm could mark another important accomplishment for Na'Vi. So far, their major run had been flawless. The team had yet to drop a single map. And they intended to keep it that way during the first round of the finals on Ancient.
No kit to be seen. The bomb now planted, uncontested. I say uncontested. A brief chance and through the smoke, s1mple. The grand final, he's the one pulling G2 through, but a 1v2, the bomb is ticking. And that's the end of that. 16-11. G2's pick goes the way of the Na'Vi Nation.
But G2 were not about to be just another sacrifice on Navi's altar. They were ready to fight back. Although that would be no easy task playing on Nuke, a map Na'Vi hadn't lost on since May. So it came as a bit of a shock when s1mple and his squad found themselves facing a 14-7 scoreboard in favor of G2.
A gargantuan swing in the momentum of this series. And the G2 fans raising the roof, they know just how close G2 are to pushing us all the way.
G2 were a measly 2 rounds away from taking map point and forcing a third deciding game, and wiping out Navi's pristine map win streak. With their backs against the wall, Na'Vi needed a miracle, and of course, s1mple was going to provide it.
Oh, Bit catches Nexa just before he can tuck in, and Jax just not long for this world either.
0 to 100 right there. Right, it's way too quiet. It's way too quiet. G2 had no information.
Perfecto has a smoke to play around already, repels the invaders. Bit comes in, but Nico does too! Is it really happening? 2 headshots. You'd need a whole lot more. s1mple catches him off, and we play on. It was s1mple on that AWP. Times it to perfection. And s1mple sitting. No! Disaster! An absolute disaster!
That was it! That was the game!
Chat, that was it! s1mple swings it open, he's got the bomb in his hands! He has to plant! s1mple finds him, and we go overtime! Show that clip to your mother that says it's just a video game.
But miracle comeback or not, G2 weren't messing around. They were not going to give Nuke or the Major up without a fight.
Amanek posted up aggressive, he wasn't spotted, but Jax might have to react. He pushes in, s1mple's waiting, it's up to Hunter, and he's delivered when it matters. s1mple was low, bomb was spotted, Electronic partners up with him, back turned, and Hunter continues to defend his honor. 3 frags. 30 seconds. Nico looking to activate, takes the all 3! He wants to go again! And so does Electronic, but that's surely it! G2 return the favor, and we go overtime number 2.
Looks aware, walks into the line, a side barrel spotted, Amanek misses, and that's going to be it. s1mple removes the AWP, and we're keeping things level again. Smokey has timing on this, they're coming in.
This is fast from Na'Vi, bursting into the site, and already the bodies are dropping. G2 needs something. s1mple denies, and 20 is found. G2 disintegrate.
How much left did G2 have? You know, at this point, what's left in the tank? Is there any gas remaining?
s1mple can almost feel it.
10 seconds, deny the plan. That's
oh
the
no!
bomb. That's
it's falling apart!
That's gonna be
it! It's only Nico, there's no time! He just has to watch that clock tick down! This is it! Na'Vi have taken the Major!
And just like that, s1mple finally had his Major. The god was finally granted his godhood. The doubters, the haters, the naysayers, anyone who's ever said he wasn't the best to ever touch CSGO was now silenced.
Stockholm, stand up and celebrate, because you're champions of the PGL Major Stockholm 2021! It's Na'Vi!
The king had his crown, and the GOAT was finally undisputed.
What does it feel like, mate? You've waited for this.
It feels like I told myself that I will stay in Na'Vi and win Major with them. I promised myself, and we did it. And a lot of people didn't believe and make some jokes, but we f***ing did it. And Major is ours. Major is Na'Vi.
Thanks for watching. If you want more content like this, hit the sub button and ring the notification bell. For unique bite-sized videos you won't find anywhere else, hit us up on our Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok.